She said, then one time I fooled around with this model. Okay, let's
Right.
just stop right there. What does that mean? So, like, you made out with somebody?
Mean anything.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 15, Episode number 11, The Price of Divorce. I don't think that's a bad title for this one.
I don't either, and I truly, truly enjoyed this episode. There was no fighting.
I agree.
And we learned a lot about a
Oh,
lot of them.
Yep, a lot of them. Yep.
Yeah.
We sure did. I did too. I enjoyed this episode too.
Yeah.
We start out with Lael driving with Bose, yeah. Sutton is playing tennis with Victor. I guess that's her coach or something, her instructor.
Seen him before. I think he's her instructor, and I think we've seen him before.
I think so.
Okay. All right. And then we see Amanda talking to Shoshana, her 7-year-old stepdaughter, about her and her daughter Delilah are going to be flower girls at her wedding, and she's doing her nails. I thought that was a very interesting scene that they chose to show us. Like, why?
I don't know.
I mean, I think when the show opens, especially this franchise, they like to do that. They like to just show us little clips, little bursts
Little
of
snippets.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like that they give us little bursts and clips of people. I just think it was interesting that we got her and her stepdaughter. You know
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying?
Maybe they're trying to approach her mom aspect more
Yeah. Yeah. And
as opposed to her
people
business.
people had strong opinions about her,
Well, they
saying
did.
they were her children, but their mother came out and said, yes, you've
Yes.
helped raise my children. So listen, nobody should be questioning at all.
Yeah, no, I
They
agree.
seem to be co-parenting very well, all of them, and that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. We don't want to insult
Oh,
that.
absolutely. 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 I totally agree with that. Then we see in the Hamptons, Dorit is talking to her daughter via FaceTime, and we find out that the kids are with PK, and we see even PK in the background on the FaceTime, which I thought that was good, right? Except for when she, in her confessional, said that, my kids don't know a single bad thing that PK has done to me. Okay, well, they're
And
going
then
to
she's
know
like,
now.
They're gonna know now.
MFer. Like, they're like, beep,
Right.
beep.
Right.
It's like talking smack about them, calling them names.
Yeah.
I don't get it either. I really don't. I don't. Rachel comes downstairs and she says that she is wrecked from going out, the night before, that sunglasses can hide a lot. I absolutely agree. Sunglasses can hide a lot. But honestly, she is the most fabulous wrecked person I've ever seen in my life. Because if that's wrecked,
If that's wrecked. Like if she could see our wrecked, we are not looking Rachel Zoe.
How about
yes.
when she said she never saw her mother in sweatpants?
Yeah. How do you like that?
I was like, oh my God. Or jeans. I'm like,
yeah.
oh my God. I live in leggings and jeans. I live in them.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
She
okay.
called her-
So we got the memo that Rachel Zoe's mom has never done like the Walmart run where you're looking like, who did it ran.
I got
Right.
that impression, though, from her when we saw her sitting there at the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got that impression. She said she's like Elizabeth Taylor. And honestly, I love that for her. And she's the same way. And there's
Yep.
people like that.
Yeah.
There's people like that. Yeah.
Me neither. But yes, God bless.
The producers asked Rachel in her confessional, like, is everything you own designer? And she's like, well, no. Well, almost everything. Listen.
Because Kyle said her dress was Zara. And she's like, Zara's good. Zara is good. I can't fit in anything in the damn store, but it is cute.
I loved her dress. I
Mm-hmm.
loved Kyle's dress, and actually I loved Dorit's all white outfit with her white Birkin.
Yeah.
The thing about Rachel's clothes, they are fabulous for her. But that dress was so damn long, even though she's got to be 6 feet tall. It was still too long. I don't know how she doesn't trip on it. I
don't
really
know how she
don't.
doesn't trip on it either.
That tall? I don't think Rachel's that tall.
I don't
Do
know
you?
how tall she is. I don't know how tall
okay.
she is.
But it's like part of her like weird shtick, like just this trailing clothing. Like it's just,
do you
but
see
she
the
does it.
shoes she's wearing? She's wearing very chunky platform block-heeled shoes. Like,
That's so funny.
like Herman Munster, like
Right.
block platform block.
So she must be really tiny.
Big shoes.
Tiny.
That's
maybe
what I'm
short.
thinking.
Yeah.
She must be really tiny. And maybe, and just maybe, now I'm going to have to pay attention. Maybe when I saw her, because she was in the house, she didn't have those shoes on yet. And maybe, that's why it was so long.
She didn't have her shoes
maybe
on
once
yet.
she puts those shoes on and goes out.
Good. Yep. Then she's
This
good.
is what I'm thinking now that you just said that, because I could never, I would be tripping. I would be tripping.
I could
all over
barely
you.
walk like regular, no less.
Although,
Trailing
the
clothing.
chunkier the platform and heel, the easier they are to walk in.
Yes, this is true.
It's the thin heels
that are
difficult to walk in.
Yeah.
Yes. So the three of them are going out for some retail therapy. They're going to go shopping, and they start at this cute little boutique, and Rachel immediately buys a white hat, which I think that was her intention for the outfit. She needed that hat. And Kyle says she's going to go next door to the jewelry store. And meanwhile, back in that little boutique, Dorit is trying on all these clothes, and Rachel's helping her. This is what I would love, to be at a store shopping and have Rachel Zoe there as my personal stylist, because
God, yeah.
I just want to say this. People and even the show was making it seem like it was this big deal, the amount of money that Dorit spent. That's probably, no, it's probably like you and I spending like $300.
Right.
So it wasn't that much money, and it certainly wasn't that much money considering that you're shopping with a famous fashion designer who's picking out shit that is so fucking right for you. Go ahead and spend that money, girl, because I can't believe that's all she spent. Because if I had Rachel Zoe with me and I had just gotten some money and she said, this looks great, this looks great, this looks great, I would have been like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, put it in the bag. So,
no, I agree. I didn't think it was that much at all. I was surprised as in how cheap it was. I shouldn't say cheap, how inexpensive it was for all that she had. I mean, first of all, she walked out of the store wearing a completely different outfit.
Yeah.
She didn't just get the outfit. She got the hats, the accessories. She did the whole thing. It was a lot. It was a lot. And then Rachel goes over to meet Kyle while Dorit's paying for stuff. And then, of course, the little foofball with the card. But I think it was like a fraud alert. Like when you're traveling. And
when you're traveling, absolutely.
No big deal. Like, don't make this into something that it's not.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all.
I felt like that whole thing with her spending was much ado about nothing.
I did too.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of surprised that Kyle was commenting on it. Like, don't do that.
You were surprised? Really? You were surprised?
I guess I shouldn't be, but don't do that, Kyle.
The biggest thing about Kyle commenting was that you've made all this huss and fuss about Dorit shouldn't be saying things about PK because it could blow back. But you are now saying she's manic and OCD. Right. You don't think that could blow back on her? So what?
Well, that's exactly what Bo said.
Doing? Right. What is it that you were doing?
Like, don't let her future ex-husband hear you say that. And quite honestly, if you're saying it on TV to her other friend, you are obviously saying it to Mo, because you and Mo obviously talk about this.
But it was just, I was just thinking to myself, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's ammunition that PK can use against her.
Absolutely. Right.
That's not being a friend. That was a terrible thing.
I thought,
I
was like,
comes up at the reunion.
I was just like, well, maybe this is some of the problem that explodes.
They're not speaking. Yes.
Maybe this is.
I think it is.
That's
because in Italy, I think in Italy, that because we see Bozeman while they're in Italy telling Dorit what Kyle said, and I believe the blow up happens in Italy.
Yeah. So maybe it's for good cause then.
Absolutely. And it's amazing that Rachel Zoe had to bring an assistant to the Hamptons, and they were there for like 3 days. Like you couldn't go.
I
3
know.
days?
Sometimes I think though, like, is she just bringing her assistant like, is she, like, just treating her assistant, like, to a weekend in the Hamptons too? You know what I
Oh, that
mean?
would be nice. That would be
Like,
nice if that
maybe
was
they're
the
not
case.
really working. Maybe
Really
it's just
working,
like,
right.
"Listen, I'm gonna go to the Hamptons with my girlfriends.
Come
You've been
with,
working
right.
so hard. Why don't you come with us?" Like, you don't have
Right,
to
right.
come do everything with us, but
Right,
I'm gonna
just
bring you
come
to this beautiful house with this beautiful pool. You could drink rosé and chill,
maybe, yeah,
but maybe not. Maybe they're working.
right. Yeah, it's just interesting.
But I guess when you're Rachel Zoe's assistant, you're like, "Okay, I'll go to the
Okay.
Hamptons for 3 days."
Why not? You know?
Right?
I'll fluff your caftans for you.
Listen, by the way, I'm going on Airbnb and Vrbo to look up like a long weekend in the Hamptons to see if we can get something. I'm
Well,
checking it out, ladies.
I don't know. One of our social medias, I think it was on YouTube. Someone told us to go to Montauk
That's where I'm looking.
because they said that that's where it's more affordable for people to stay,
Okay.
and that's where
And
they
it seems like,
party.
yeah, that's what it seems like. It seems like even on Summer House, that's where they go to party.
All right.
Yeah,
So any of our listeners, you have any Montauk hookups, you have any suggestions, just let us know.
Yes, that would be great. So, in her confessional, Kyle says, when Mo and I were first separated, I focused on myself and working out, and I stopped drinking. And Dorit was the first one to point out to me that maybe I was doing this because of the separation. So I don't know if this is Kyle covering up for what she said to Bose, or if it was her really thinking that something's going on with her and is concerned for her friend.
Well, listen, Kyle made changes that are positive for someone. She stopped drinking, right? Like that's a
Working out.
positive change.
No, I get that. I
So for
understand
Dorit
that.
to say that, Dorit was probably mentioning it because it was a positive thing. What Kyle's bringing up is not positive.
Well, I mean, she said in her confessional that she couldn't bring it up to her, but she's saying that she notices something is off with her. I mean, I see you both think that it was her being a bad friend, but I don't think that that was her intention. I don't think that that was her
I don't think
intention.
she's a bad friend for thinking it. I think she's a bad friend for saying it on TV and saying it to their other friend and possibly saying it to Mo because of the possibility of it getting back to PK and him. PK does not seem like a very nice man.
No.
He
No,
never
he
really
doesn't.
did, but certainly not
He
now.
doesn't.
And I do think he's very manipulative, and I do think that he would take that information to use it against Dorit. So I think Kyle's a bad friend for putting it out there and for him to get a hold of.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just didn't
not
think
for
it was
thinking it. I mean, listen, we've
Right.
all had, people in our we've all had people in our lives who have made bad decisions after a traumatic experience. So we've all thought it, but
Yeah.
to put it out on national TV where this guy could use it against her, not great.
Well, especially after you've made such a big deal about her saying bad things about PK. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I was actually surprised. I didn't watch the latest after show, but I was surprised to see that in Italy, Amanda is in Italy. So I don't know what they're talking about because we're on episode 11 and we still have
Yeah,
Amanda.
I mean, how many more episodes could there be?
Yeah.
She said she didn't leave the show. She said it,
She did?
right? Yeah, I think she said it. Like, I didn't leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next thing we see is Sutton is meeting up with Tilly at the Oceanside restaurant. And she's sitting there telling her that she was sitting there thinking about when she was there last in 2016 when she had rented a house and that was her last summer that she spent with Christian. Now, that was 10 years ago. And Tilly in her confessional said, listen, the Sutton I knew 10 years ago was like this picture perfect, marriage, family. And after a while, I could see that there was cracks in the marriage, but she knew her when she was there with Christian. And I guess now that she's sitting there looking back on it, Sutton is really mourning it all over again. I mean, she's been divorced for a while. It's not like it just happened. But the whole thing about the annulment coming and her losing her name, and in the Catholic Church she's not recognized, it's a lot. It's a lot. I feel like she's mourning it all over again. But then to find out that Christian's with her friend, her
Yeah,
former
how do you
friend.
like that? Former friend.
So
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Sutton.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, though, after hearing that story, I'm like I have a newfound respect for her because that's horrible
You're
what
horrible.
he and that woman did.
Yep.
And for her to not blast him, like what Tilly said, like would
Rage.
go crazy. I
Right.
would, so would I. And I have a newfound respect for Sutton. That she's not dragging him through the mud. I mean, listen, she's, financially, she got him great financially, but
Right.
that's not the point.
Yeah.
She would have that no matter what.
I
Right.
don't think she's that person. I don't think she's that person.
Exactly. No, she's
All right, can we
like
just
a good Southern girl.
can we just talk about Jennifer Tilly though? And she cracks me up because I'm looking at, like, did she just bring a statue of a cat? Is it a pocketbook? Is it porcelain pocketbook? Because when she put it on the table, it was like thunk. I was like, is she like carrying around a statue of a cat to go with her outfit, or is this like some kind of weird pocketbook, but it doesn't look like a
It's a
pocketbook?
pocketbook. I
I
think
was
it's a
so
pocketbook.
confused. I was confused because it was like no handle. I was like, it clunked on the table, but she cracks me up.
She is
No,
very
best.
funny, Tilly.
He's the best.
she is very funny. And I'm happy that Sutton has a good friend like her and that she's been a good friend of hers for a long time. So she's known her through the good times and the bad times. And she's a good friend that stands by her. The fact that she had to, like she said, like Sutton said in her confessional, that she had to find out from her son. I mean,
Yeah, that's really douchey.
crazy.
It's
That's douchey.
horrible. It's hard.
It's
And who is
crazy.
this woman? I'm sorry. You don't just fall in love with your friend's husband. It doesn't happen. And I know people who say it did happen. It don't happen. You can control that, especially when your friend's sick. But
There you go.
anyway, no, that was horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
I think it was horrible too. You could see that is the big thing with Sutton. When she said, like she said, when she said about the Catholic, she's like, I still want to remain Catholic. And I'm like, well, why? Yeah, why can't you? But then she's like, but the church doesn't recognize Sutton Strack. I'd have to be Sutton Brown and be Catholic. I was like, oh, okay. But then
Which
I
is
thought to
such a
myself, well, then you
terrible
can
thing
get
because
it.
it
Is
wasn't
it really
her
is?
decision, but I guess
Mhm.
she has to agree to it.
That's what I didn't understand because I didn't think she did agree to it because Jennifer said he's very lucky that you agreed to that. But she said that the paperwork arrived. She didn't even know it was happening.
She must have signed off on it, though.
Yeah, maybe you
Both
do have to
parties,
sign
I
off.
believe both parties have to agree to that
Well,
because it gets taken out of the big book.
Yeah,
There's a big
again,
book.
I mean,
We're all in
unless
it.
there was a big check,
not
there'd be no
me.
reason. There'd be
You're
no
not
reason
in
for her to sign off on that unless there was a big check involved to her,
Well,
right? Why would you sign
yeah.
off on that? I mean, I get it. You don't want to badmouth him, and I get it that you don't want to rage because you're a classy woman and he's still the father of your children. But you don't have to sign off on it.
No, but maybe she figured, you know what, whatever he wants to do. Like, there comes a point when you're like, whatever, okay, that's what you want, then
Yeah,
okay.
that could be.
I
That
mean,
could
just
be.
like, go ahead with your bad self.
What's the matter with him anyway? Like, you and this bitch, it's that important that you get married in a Catholic church? Like, what's
Maybe
the
it's
matter
her.
with you?
Maybe it's her
Just go
gig
get
or
married on a
something.
beach somewhere. You know it's not going to last anyway. I'm sure she's only marrying you for your money because you're a dweeb. This really struck me, this scene. It's really,
it
really
sure
struck
did.
me.
It
I
sure did.
really I have a newfound respect for her.
Okay. Okay. The next thing we see is Erica's talking to her therapist, Dr. Jen Mann, who shows up at the house. This was hard to watch too. I mean, I like Erica. I've always liked Erica. I know that she's very stoic. She does really come across as tough, but listen, she's been through a lot. She's been through a lot.
I just
Her
think that's how
therapist-
she deals with things. She just like
It is.
she said it herself.
She doesn't deal with them.
Right. I
Yeah.
separate myself, my actual self from the situation.
Well, I'm glad
And-
she has a therapist because
Yeah. she's kind of right. Looking on the bright side only works for so long. Like, you get to a point when you're like, just the freight trains have to stop coming. Like, I cannot stay on the tracks anymore. And I just kind of wish that her therapist said to her that we all wish that there's going to be this moment in time where there's no new terrible thing happening, but there is no time like that, which is true. Um, and Erica said, "We, I just guess I just gotta like keep trying to keep it together." And I just wish the therapist would have said, "Times you don't keep it together. Sometimes you just lose your shit. Like sometimes, and that's okay, cause
Right. And that's okay.
and that's okay."
And it is okay. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
totally agree with that. I agree with that. Because, Erica starts bringing up what she wants to talk about, the upcoming trial. The bankruptcy trustees are going after her for $25 million, and she has a $10 million tax bill that Tom left for her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot.
That's a
Did you
lot.
find out anything about the trustees?
I did, but I didn't open my computer and it's not
It's not
it's
right here.
easily available.
Okay.
But basically the trustees are aware of some transactions that were made right prior to the bankruptcy filings, and of course they have to do with Tom Girardi personally and the Girardi Keys trust account. So
We'll see.
yeah, and it's into her personal account. So yeah, they look at that. They look at 6 months prior.
Right.
It's into
You're
her
not going to get
personal
over on a
account.
trustee.
No, it's into her personal account or into her Erica Jane.
Well, yeah, it's her account
Because
though.
that was a business. No, it was an LLC. Like, it was a
Right.
business.
Her business her business wasn't, Gerard Keys wasn't representing her in any way. They weren't, I don't believe it was a fiduciary relationship.
No, I don't. No. I don't believe it was either. No, I don't believe it was either. But what I'm saying is, I thought when this whole thing came out, and I could be wrong, that one of the things Tom was accused of was funding her career, right? But I don't know that she knew that the Girardi Keese law firm was funding her career. Like, she thought.
I'm sure she saw deposits from Girardi Keys going into her account. They weren't from Tom Girardi personally. They were from Girardi Keys. If you see a deposit into your bank account, you see where it's coming from. If it's coming from a law firm, you're going to see that it's coming from a law firm. Listen, she's no babe in the woods. Let's face it.
Right.
I like
No,
Erica.
no.
I hope she doesn't get screwed in all of this, because obviously Tom was the bad guy here, but
Yeah.
she's no babe in the woods.
Yeah.
You see a deposit from Girardi Keys in worth millions. You know where that money's coming from.
So now I wanted to ask you guys this. Did you catch this? So Erica's talking to the therapist about her being in a domestic kind of abuse situation. And so she's talking about having to call the police and everything. Did you catch? She says, when you are a kid, it's even more shameful and harder to call the police. She said,
No. Her kid is a police. Her son is a police officer. That's what she was talking about. Her son is a police officer where she called the police.
Okay, so she was saying when it comes to her kid, not
When
okay,
your
okay,
kid
I get
is
it.
a policeman, it's even more shameful.
Okay, I got it.
Yes.
I was thinking she was talking about when she was a kid. I was like, oh my God, what now?
No.
Okay.
I
She was
am
talking
not
about.
in any way, and I really hope nobody comes for me for this. I am not in any way trying to insinuate that she is not being truthful. However, isn't it a little interesting that this never got out? This
Well, why would
never
it
got
get out?
out?
I don't
Why
think
would
it
it
would.
go
I
out?
don't think it would be something
Yeah.
that would get out.
If
I
she
don't
had
think
to
it would
call the
either.
police on somebody,
Yeah,
we
but
know when people we know when housewives call the cops for anything.
Not always. Not First of all, I mean,
and
I definitely think.
maybe because her son works there, he was the
That's
one
what I was
to
thinking.
keep it
Maybe
kind of like
because
on the down low.
Yeah,
And
I don't
again,
thi
I'm
yeah.
not insinuating that she's
Yeah,
not being
no.
truthful at all.
I don't think we always like, I was shocked that there was a 911 call out already about Mary's son, to be honest with you. So, we don't
Yeah.
it's not
I have to be
and it
honest with
shouldn't be
you.
out
I
there.
don't
It
think
shouldn't
that
be
was
out there.
necessary. I don't think that was
And I
I don't
felt
think it
necessary.
this
should be
way
out there.
about 9/11 too. When they released those 911 calls from those poor people who were jumping out of windows at
It's
9/11,
just
I thought that was
no,
disgusting.
it's just
And I
not
think that this is disgusting as well, that this has come out with Mary Cosby's son, a 911 call.
whom
Horrible.
we are praying for daily. And
Absolutely.
not only are we praying for Mary Cosby, we are praying for every other mother or father who has to go through anything like this because it happens hundreds times a day to hundreds of people and it's all horrible.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
May he
It's
rest
horrible.
in peace. May he finally be able to rest in peace.
And
Yeah.
may Mary be able to find some peace one day.
Yeah. I know we just went from,
Yeah.
Salt Lake
Sorry.
Well,
City.
that's what we do.
No, it's good. I know, 'cause I did it, actually. I'm the one who did it because we talked about 911 calls, but that's all right. I mean, listen, I don't yeah, I think it could have happened without any of us ever knowing, and I think that
Yes.
that's okay. I think certain things
Okay.
don't need to be out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And, I did like that, and she actually even said this on the after show. I like that she said to the therapist, like, I felt like this was the right time to talk about it. She's like, but there's a lot of shame. And the therapist said, listen, it's okay. Like, you carrying this shame is what's so heavy for you. It's better that you talk about it. Like, it's better that you get it off of you, right?
Mhm.
And she even said to her, I'm 100% positive that you did the right thing, because that's what Erica kept saying on the after show. I hope I did the right thing. Like, I feel like there's going to be backlash. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. And the after
What,
show
bringing
was
it up
filmed.
on air?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Bringing it up on air. Bringing
I
it up.
think like every other thing, these housewives have a platform where they can bring attention to situations that some people just don't want to talk about. And it's a good thing she did. She didn't say who it was. She's not
She didn't say who it
doing
was.
anything
Absolutely.
defamatory towards this person. She's just sharing an experience that, other women unfortunately experience often.
Right, and like we
Too much.
said, if it can help one person,
Yeah, for sure.
then you've done a great thing.
Last week when she was talking to Denise, I saw online people were giving Erica a lot of a backlash saying, like, why would you bring that up? You took away from Denise's moment, which
Oh my
that's
god.
crazy.
That's
Like, that
that's
is
crazy
crazy.
town. That's crazy
Right.
town.
That is
I was like,
crazy.
what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Like, that is not what happened. That is not what happened.
No,
And you could
not at
tell
all.
by the look, on Sutton's face when she was sitting there. Like, it was like she wasn't even hearing what she was saying, because it was totally real. She wasn't taking from Denise. She was empathizing with Denise. She was trying to explain to Denise that, listen, I see you as a strong woman. You see me as a strong woman. We all go through this. It's
Right.
like, we could get through this, and we need to talk about it.
And
And
it doesn't make you a
yeah,
weak person for not
no,
not
no,
telling your dad. Like her dad was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" It doesn't mean you're a weak
right,
person. You're just trying to, one, protect your own peace. And if you're like, just like she said, if you're not leaving this person to tell someone else what is going on, they're going to pressure you to leave this person. So if you're
Mhm.
not ready,
Mhm.
you're not going to say anything.
Mhm.
right, right. Yeah, I still, my heart still breaks for Erica. I think that she has, well, she does. She's got a very, very tough exterior. But you know what? There comes a time, and I mean, I saw it with her sitting on the couch where, she was really being vulnerable and she was really breaking down, and that's okay. That is okay. It's
It's a good
okay.
thing. It's a good
Yeah, it
thing.
is. It is a good thing. It is a good thing.
She's really got to get some waterproof mascara.
Probably that would help.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really would help.
I
Then
don't
we're
see
back
any
in the
other
Hamptons.
housewife crying like that with the black cone streaming down their face.
Back at the Hamptons, that Rachel's family comes over, and they are an hour and 7 minutes late. And Rachel said that she is the only person in her family that's on time.
It's on time.
They're
Mhm.
on Dorit time.
Yeah. Well, yep. Then Kyle said that she meets Rachel's dad and her mom, and she said that in her confessional, like, she's in awe to see people that both have both parents still alive. And She wishes that she had when her and Mo first separated, she wishes she had her mom or her dad or somebody to talk to about it, and she doesn't.
It is very
She misses
tough.
it.
It is very
Yeah.
tough. I mean, I can't tell you how many times a day if I'm somewhere and I see somebody with their mom and I'm like, when you don't have it anymore, you're like, oh my God, like you are so lucky that you're out to lunch with your mom. Like,
Yeah, like you probably go to
Right.
call your mom all the time, right?
oh, yeah, all the time. All the time. I mean, I used to talk to my mother twice a day. I got that situation when she was talking about that. I was like, oh yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that there's a lot of people that have that same
Sure.
situation, right?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I'm glad that they talk about real things. This is one of the reasons I really like this episode because there was a lot
Oh,
of
me too.
Of
realness.
real things. Yes.
I
Of real
Everything
totally
things.
was
agree
real.
with you. Yep.
Everything
Yeah.
was real and relatable to somebody in some way, right?
Except
Even
for we'll get to it, is Bose's conversation with her fiance.
okay,
So
yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll get to that. So,
we will get to that.
Absolutely.
but
Yes,
it
ma'am.
was interesting how when Rachel's family was there, like they were talking about her ex, and that's got to be a hard situation when your family really likes your ex, and you can tell that her parents don't want to change how they feel about him, even though they probably should. But that's gotta be like a sticky, sticky situation. And Rachel said he was their favorite person, and she said he was also her favorite person until he wasn't.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. I think that she's got a good family though, and I think in the end she's going to be okay because she
Mhm.
does have her family support.
Yep.
I do agree with Kyle that it was very rude that Dorit was late to that dinner at Rachel's house to meet her family.
I didn't think they were having dinner, though. I thought they were just
They were
her
going
family
to
was
dinner because she
with her
said,
family?
no.
All of
Remember,
them were
because
going to dinner.
she said we have to get ready to go, and Kyle was like, "I'm having so much fun," or one of them said, "I'm having so much fun. I would love to
Dorit
just
said
stay
that.
here and hang." And
Dorit
and
said that.
her mom was like, "Well, then order takein
Right.
or order takeout, and we'll eat in." So they were definitely going to eat, and her family wasn't going with them.
Wasn't going with him. So that's why I don't know, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, she came down, it wasn't like I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I just thought, like, honestly,
It's just, why does she always have to be late? It's like Lisa
that's it.
Hochstein on Miami. Like, why do you always have to be late? Get your shit together. You
Mhm.
if they say be downstairs at 5:30 because Rachel's parents are coming over, for the love of God, come down at 5:30.
Right.
It's not
Right,
that hard.
Yeah,
It's not
this
right,
is
that
true.
hard.
right. And she just bought all those clothes.
Right.
She just
Like,
bought
but
all
it's
those
Just
not
pick
good
clothes.
to
something to
wear.
wear, Dorit. Like, I don't know. You're not the first lady. You're not
I
Jackie
know.
Kennedy. You're not
Right.
being photographed for, I don't even want to say the name of the magazine because I loathe it, but you're not being photographed for something. You're coming downstairs in the Hamptons to meet Rachel Zoe's parents.
Right.
Get dressed and get downstairs.
This is true.
It's
Yeah.
infuriating.
Yeah. I think I honestly find it infuriating too. I find it disrespectful. That's what
Very
it is. I just find it
disrespectful.
disrespectful. Like your time is the only time that matters. And I
Right.
know that in her mind, because Lisa had talked about it, in her mind, it wasn't being disrespectful. It was just that she wasn't able to manage her time. And I
Mhm.
think that Dorit has that same problem.
Yeah,
But
time
Lisa
management problem.
hired herself what did she say? Like a time management coach, and she was getting better at it. And
Yes, she did.
I
Dorit
feel
needs to
like
do
that
that.
Dorit needs to do that. I feel like she needs to do that.
And I don't think she's going to. I think Dorit and Lisa are late for two different reasons. I don't think Lisa has a superiority complex where I think Dorit does.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You
I
think
think
so?
Lisa has small children and, Lisa's also dealing with a narcissistic ex-husband or soon to be ex-husband. And I think he's very manipulative. And I don't think she's very good at managing her time. I don't think it's so purposeful on Lisa's part where Dorit, I think she just does not care. Like you said, her time is more important than anyone else's.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
that's what
she has young children too, though.
she
I should.
does have young children, but listen, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
But even when she was late for the plane to go to the Hamptons, like Kyle said, like, okay, PK was late picking up the kids, but PK was late picking up the kids last night,
Last
not
night.
this morning. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And then, but then honestly, but like she said, then you show up without the documents you need to travel. Like honestly, I could see Lisa Hochstein doing the same thing. Like they're
For
both very
sure.
similar. But
Right.
I honestly, I have a friend that's like that too. And yes, it's a friend. I was going to say, do I call them a friend or an acquaintance? No, it's a friend. But I think it's a lot of ADHD, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a time management thing. And
I'm not great at it myself, so.
But I don't think that's Dorit's problem. I think Dorit just really does not give one tiny F.
Maybe not. So what do you think about Bose and her fiance going out to lunch? Like, I thought it was a very weird conversation to have in public. And I thought it was a very weird conversation to have in front of your daughter. I was just like, this is just weird. It's weird.
I totally agree with you. I understand her bringing up her not being able to carry a child for him and how he would feel about that. But his response was bizarre.
Well, in some ways, his response made sense because all men are concerned with being able to provide, and now you want to have a kid with somebody, so you want to be able to provide for them and blah, blah, blah. But and then it turned weird after that. I was just
He's
like,
like, I like having my own money.
it was
Okay,
just
well, good,
the
because
whole
I'm not
thing.
looking for a son.
Yeah, the whole thing was weird. Like, I just thought it was I thought it was a weird conversation for her to have in the first place about that subject in public, on TV, and in front of her daughter. It was just odd.
I think I agree with you 100%, but I think every time her and Keely have talked about this, it's always her saying, not so much that she wants to have the baby, it's that she doesn't want for him not to have the baby.
Right.
Which I think is very odd.
Yeah, it is odd.
That you're not, like, that is not, first of all, at your age, with a daughter who is just got her license, that is not the reason to be having a baby.
No.
Is for him.
Because
That is
somebody
not
else
the
wants
reason.
one. No.
That is not the
Right.
reason to be having a baby. Like,
Right.
that's too much. That's too much. And to me, it seems like it's just going to be your demise, to be quite honest with you.
Right.
Right.
You're setting yourself up for a disaster kind of a
Yeah.
deal.
First of all, you're
Right.
putting way too much pressure on yourself.
Yes.
Right.
And that's
And
not
I
what your
just feel-
relationship should be about.
Right.
Right.
At this point in life,
Yeah.
at the age that you are, that's your
And
relationship.
he knew
should
how
be
old
what's
you were when you
the
started
gig.
dating him.
Right.
And he knew
Yeah,
how
like,
old your daughter was. And he knew how horrendous your pregnancies were.
right. So
Right.
the whole thing's just odd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope it works out for them.
Me too.
Whatever's
I do
supposed to
too,
happen.
because I like Keely, and it does seem like he loves her very much. But yeah, that
I don't know enough about him to like him, to be honest with you. I haven't seen one scene with him where I'm like, oh my God, this guy is great.
Right.
Honestly,
Right.
I haven't.
yeah.
So we'll
Have
see.
you?
Yeah, I don't know. You're right.
Okay.
I mean, I hope it works out for her if she's happy, because I like Bose, but
Yeah.
it's very awkward between them sometimes.
Yeah,
I think so too.
But like
the whole
when they
thing was
were
weird.
talking to the doctor on the FaceTime, and like he seemed very caring in that scene, and yeah,
I don't know.
we'll put a pin in that one and revisit it.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
So then Rachel and Kyle and Dorit are in the car. They're on their way out to dinner. And Kyle starts with this story about how when she was on a plane once and she was having this conversation with this guy who was really good looking, and he handed her a note and it said, would you like to come stay at the airport with me and shower? Or would you like to go
Weirdos.
home and be with your family? And I was like,
Did she indicate whether or not she was still married when this happened?
she did not.
No, she did not. No.
Well, she's still married now, but she did not
Right.
Right,
indicate
but like
whether or not she
prior
was.
to the separation.
Yeah.
She did
didn't say.
not. She did not. But I
It
mean,
was odd too.
it really was, right?
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's flying first class, so it was somebody. It was probably like somebody.
Who knows?
So then
It's
Rachel said,
just
today
weird.
is
Like,
the...
do you want to go take a
It
shower?
was weird. I know. And he said at the, do you want to stay at the airport with me? The hotel airport? Like, not like, do you want to go to the Ritz or let's go to the Four Seasons? Like, do you
Right,
want to stay at the airport? Like, what?
Right. I mean, I'm sure it's
No.
the VIP lounge, but still, it's
Yeah. Sweeten the deal a little bit, like you said.
like
The Plaza, the
it's
Something.
weird.
Four Seasons. Yeah.
People are weird.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
this
I don't
dude
know.
obviously
Not
has
the Hampton Inn.
right. This dude obviously has like some kind of
Fetish.
shower sex thing going on.
He's a shower guy.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
just
Like, and
weird.
why didn't
It's
they
just
ask her
weird.
what her response was? Like, we don't know what her response was.
Right.
I
Do
don't know.
we? I want to know what
She
her
only
response
gave us
was.
a little bit of that story.
Yeah.
I
don't
know. I feel like there's way more to that.
For sure.
So then they're out to dinner, and Rachel said, today is the craziest anniversary for me. It's 1 year since my whole entire life broke up. And Kyle knew the date. She's like, August 3rd? Well, I guess because that was the day.
Right.
She's, yeah. I'm like, wait, how'd she know the day? Oh, because that was the day.
Like,
That's how the anniversary works.
We're just a bunch of rocket scientists over here.
So she said he was in Aspen and she was here in the Hamptons because she had some things to host and she was just done. And Kyle's like, well, how did you know? Like, what do you mean? She's like, well, whatever happened, happened. And they're like, well, how did you come to know what happened? And she's like, did he confess? Did you like hear it on the grapevine? And she's like, well, he told me. And now I'm still a little confused as to what is going on in this conversation.
She won't just come out and say he cheated on her. She won't do it.
No, she won't. No, she won't. And then she said, well, I just got back from Brian Atwood's birthday. And I said before we got on, I'm like, I mean, should we know who Brian Atwood is? I don't know who he is. So I looked him up. He's a famous shoe designer who is very handsome and
Wait,
very handsome.
Let me
Yeah,
get the
he's very
Google
handsome.
out. Let me get the Google out.
Yes.
I'm doing that too.
So I'm like, okay.
You
let's
say
see.
handsome. I say, what?
Yes. Yes, very handsome. And she got home from that night and there was a call. And she said that Roger never lied to her a day in her life. And they're like, well, why did he tell you? Like, did he feel guilty? Like, or
Wait
did
a second. How you doing, Brian Atwood?
I told you,
Yeah.
isn't he
Okay.
handsome?
he's
Okay.
good
Okay, we
looking.
see you. We see you.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe nice.
I
Okay.
told you.
Now I'm going to
Listen to
say,
you
is
two
he
ladies.
married? Now I'm looking up.
Okay, so wait a second. So are we saying that Rachel Zoe is saying that her husband called her on the phone and told
Yes.
her?
Yes. Because he was in Aspen.
Yeah, that's weird. But I also think it's very weird that she says they were dating for 4 years before they got married, and she cheated on him after 4. You're dating somebody for
right
4
before they got
years.
engaged. They weren't even engaged after 4 years.
Right, but you're dating for somebody for 4 years and then you cheat? That's kinda
I think
that's kinda not cool.
I think that she
Well,
was
wait a second.
coming up.
Let's back up. Wait, let's back up for a second. She said, then one time I fooled around with this model. Okay, let's
Right.
just stop right there. So
Right.
let's go to the definition of fooled around, right? Because this is where, what does that mean? So, like, you made out with somebody?
Could mean anything.
Right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, he
All right,
must be gay
let me
because
let me
I googled, is Brian Atwood married, and there are a lot of pictures with him and another man.
Okay.
But yeah, Brian Atwood and husband Dr. Jake Deutsch.
Okay, so
Well, listen,
that's
he
not
is
for
a
us.
handsome man.
Okay, that ship has sailed. I mean,
That's
we're
right.
all married too, by the way.
He's
We're
not
all
interested in
married.
us, ladies. He's not
I don't
interested
know
in
what
us.
We're just thinking about shit, that's all. Sitting around, shoot the shit, thinking
We just
about
took
it.
you people all down the rabbit hole with us.
Yep.
And we're all happily
when
married. The three of us.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part. No, I'm only kidding.
No.
30 years.
We're all
Right.
happily married.
At this moment, we are.
This
Right.
moment. But let me put it to you this way. Then let me put it to you this way. You are dating Bill for 4 years. You're not engaged yet, but you've been dating for 4 years. And he fools around with somebody. How you taking it? Where are you going? How you feeling about that? Like,
Are you getting engaged? Then are you asking him to marry you the next day?
That's what I'm saying to you. Like that. It's not like you're together 6 months and then something happens. A little something. It's 4 years. Like, to me, that's just not good.
I can assure you
Like,
that
I
if
know
that happened between Eric and I, Eric would never have proposed to me the next day. That would have been the end of it.
Yeah,
sure.
I just
I
thought
mean,
that
listen.
after 4 years of dating, that's a telltale sign it's not a good.
Yeah, it's not like 6 months in where you're like,
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
4
It's
years.
4 years.
Yeah.
I take it different. Listen, I'm thinking Bill and I dated 7 years before we got married. So,
But nobody fooled around with anybody else in the meantime, right?
That's what I'm
how
saying.
do I know? But how do I know? It's 7 years. It's a long time.
But
like
God
she said,
forbid, God forbid, say one of you did. If you went, if after 4 years you went and told Bill that you fooled around with somebody else, you think he'd put a ring on it the next day?
We could ask him.
Let's ask him.
Good ask.
I'm going to answer on behalf of the big guy. He would not.
I don't know.
No, I really don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. She said that he was in New York. He was an investment banker. She was working 20 hours a day on planes all the time. They trusted each other. She made out with a model. She told him about it. She thought, well, I'm just going to tell him.
Means made out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What is the definition?
I think if it were just, I see the point of your question. I think if she just made out with him, she would have said, I made out with someone. Fooled around means there was some touching.
Yeah, but this is what she's saying now.
But it kind of led up to that.
This is what she's saying now, 20-something years later. I don't know what the conversation was. I'm just saying to you.
It's like when I tell Eric I used to hang out with somebody. We don't go into detail.
Right.
It's different for everybody.
This is like the whole thing with Heather and Captain Jason. What was the word she used? Hang out or with or like these are words that they have a lot of meaning, right? So
it's all
what
semantics.
really happened exactly. So I'm just saying, I don't think that that's a deal breaker because I don't really even know what it is. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if it were just a make out, then no. But
you two are saying it's a deal breaker. You two are saying it's a deal breaker.
I mean, a make out, maybe not, but I think fooled around indicates that something more happened. I'm not saying she had sex with him.
All I'm saying is, if you're dating somebody for 4 years, you should know whether it's the real deal or not. And I just wouldn't be making out with anybody because I've been with you for 4 years. So I'm just saying it's the 4-year thing for me that I'm like, okay, it just doesn't bode well for your relationship in totality.
Even if you're not engaged at 4 years, you should know at this point whether or not you want to be with somebody.
For 4 years. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
You guys are way more hung up on the 4 years than I am. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. It's my problem.
I just think at 4 years, you should know if you want to.
It's not a problem.
Or not.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And if you want to be with the person, then don't go make out with somebody else.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless that's the kind of relationship you have.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Meredith and Seth, that they just don't admit to.
Maybe. Oh, no.
Boy, this is so interesting, this conversation. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. Yes.
We're going to have to wrap it up.
Yep. So,
and listen,
I mean, that's really
how about this?
Where it ends.
How about this? Let's ask our listening audience. What do you think?
Good question. Good question.
What do you think?
Yep. Is it a deal breaker for you if your partner fooled around with somebody after 4 years? Would you propose the day after they confess that to you? Yeah.
Do you think it bodes well for someone's future relationship if after 4 years?
They were together a very long time. They waited a very long time to have children, though, which is very interesting.
She said it was great. She said he was a different person. They got along really well. Like they were this like dynamic power couple. So something must have changed. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's always more to these
Most
stories than
definitely.
we
Most
It's
definitely.
not always like this
Absolutely.
black and white thing. Like these numbers add up to this and this is what it equals. Like this is
Right,
not
right.
how it works. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like to look into it a little bit deeper. But yes, listeners, let us know what you think. Like, would 4 years be a deal breaker for you and then you move on? Or maybe that confession made him realize, oh my God, this is the woman that I love.
Right.
I better lock this
I better
down.
lock
I
it
better
down.
lock
Right.
this
Because if I
down.
don't, right. Because I haven't locked it down yet, which gives her room to be like, well, I
To
don't
do
have a
the
ring on
fooling
my
around.
finger.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know. So thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe, give us 5-star reviews, and let us know what you think. Is 4 years too long to fool around?
Or
All
do
right.
you
Good night.
need some more information before you make that decision?
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.